Okay, follow up. Once you've gotten these hoses here, sometimes what you got to do is leave the fittings loose so that way they'll route nicely, and then you can just sort of tighten them up while they're twisting and everything. But once you got all the hoses routed, again, you want to have this nice bend here, nice bend right here. Take and make sure you push these pieces back in if they come out. All right, and as you go back, once you've gotten those all tightened up, try to straighten them out a tiny bit right here. Just, get you a nice smooth pattern as best as you can. And then tighten this one up here, okay? And then try to get them here in the back, so that way they have the gap. Unfortunately, no matter what you do, they're eventually going to clump all together, but try your best to get these all lined up so that way they're not crossing big time all over the place. But so once you get that gap there, take and slightly tighten this one right here, okay? Take and run your functions, and then once you run your functions, check your gap again back there in the back. Make sure you got a good gap. You're gonna push and pull through here, and then tighten this up. And once this one's tight, you need to come to this spot right here. You want these hoses here to be clear of this as it comes in. So you want to retract the boom in so that you can see where it hits. This one here, unfortunately, this one's so low, and as you can see, it's crooked, so no matter what, it's going to hit. So I took and I just put another zip tie around here to keep this. And you want to make sure that you also got some sort of a gap here so they're not super tight, because as they tension up, they're going to rub right up here and they'll start bursting right here. So you want to make sure there's a gap here before you put the zip tie on here, in which case, you want to take and tighten them up there at the back. Just pull them as tight as you can in there in the back. Get this gap right here. Once you get this gap right here, take and put the zip tie on here, and then pull the excess slack in the back. You really don't have to worry about putting any sort of a clamp on the back, because they just pretty much just slap right there down into the counterweight. So there's lots of room right there for them to flop around. So, and then maybe put a couple zip ties here and there just to make it look a little nicer and neater. But make sure all your fittings are tight. You're good to go. Thanks. Oh, just so you know, ultimately, this is what we're trying to prevent right here. These pieces here, because whoever did the last hose job tightened it up way too tight, just ripped all of them right out.